Hello and welcome back to my GTNH playthrough. It is Wednesday, March 4th, and over here by my NASA workbench, which you know what time that means? Means we are time to build a new spaceship. See, I should get some quests from that. Shuttle nose. I might have to throw these guys. And there we go. So where we left off on Monday, I had finished setting up the radox. Yesterday, I basically made no progress, and the game kind of just ran. The only thing I ended up doing was finishing up a couple things I had started crafting the day before, which I'll show off real quick, but basically all in the vein of trying to speed up crafting in general. But otherwise, I didn't really have a lot of time to play, so honestly, the server just kind of sat there and ran. So it's not this part. I almost feel like I need to set up a second mega oil cracker up there or overclock it. Well, probably should just overclock it realistically, because we look, right here, the super light radox, this is the stuff that gets turned directly into radox gas, which then gets turned into the polymer, and we have a decent backlog, nothing like too crazy. 2.4 million doesn't really turn into much, but you can see, basically, you can see there's a backlog here, so I probably should overclock that cracker, but that's oil cracker for, so yeah. But as for now, the rocket, I do need to unlock the schematic still. Lock schematic, boom. Shuttle rocket, let's see if I can do this. Oh, I think I'm missing fireworks right now. Whoops. Shuttle rocket, so it should be nose cone, light. Fit. Well, there we go. Got our shuttle rocket. A tier 0 rocket. Nice. And then the other thing, which I haven't picked up, so we should also get another quest here, is I also crafted the Mothership, at least the navigation panel. So that one's pretty sweet too. Let's see. Does that get me anything? No. Does this one get me anything? I throw it. You never know. Sometimes you get like extra random fireworks from achievements. Let's look at the quest book. So I know I'm not done with everything over here for this. So yeah, I need to make the... Oh, okay. So yeah, I actually can craft the Mothership. I just need to do craft a couple of these. I know I don't have whatever this is set up, but I don't have whatever this is set up. So that'll just be probably the second thing I work on tomorrow. But all right. Well, yeah, that's basically, there wasn't too much that went into this stuff, but I will go over real quick what I did have to do to finish up being able to craft those, which is over in this tower, which is also where I set up my other stuff. So down, or this floor right here, basically, with this whole little setup we got going on here, it's nothing too crazy, but essentially you had to craft and set up the tier 3 solar farm. I believe I had this set up in the last video. It just wasn't hooked up or turned on or done any recipes. I believe currently I've only moved one recipe over here because I don't have a solar going. But on top of that, so to get that running, I set up this is a forming press. I just decided to throw this over here because there's a couple things that specifically needed to be forming pressed for the ingredients to make that neutronium plate. And then I set up a precise assembler for crafting these components, although it is not formed anymore because I realized, so I crafted this one, and then in the background I had crafting 5 more, because I wanted to pull the superconductor wires off of the main One, because that causes a lot of jam ups, and I also wanted those to be able to go faster. So that's what these 5 guys are. This one isn't currently used. This one will be for UEV wires, but we got UHV, UV, ZPM, and then LUV and below. Just because I don't really use those ones very often besides LUV. So it's not too big of a deal to have the rest of them crowded over on this one. But the reason, so yeah, actually, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have pulled the blocks off of this guy instead of this guy because this one actually isn't used anymore. But essentially, I also, while I was doing that, took the time to upgrade my main one that's used for most of my crafting recipes to be that. But then I miscounted how many blocks I needed to craft, so it was a little short. So I didn't realize that till I was putting the blocks down, and you can't like mix and match. So I just went and stole some blocks from that guy, forgetting the UEV machine wasn't hooked up to anything. So that was honestly really it for real needing to get to be able to craft the mothership. Again, unless there's something in those last couple items that it does show a trophy. Hey, give me a trophy. What a pickaxe. Maybe I have to go up and craft the mothership itself. But anyways, so the other thing I started working on, so that was a lot of that was obviously just background crafting so I started to build this building. As you can see, it's not actually done yet. And on top of that, I also started to set up this building, which is also not done yet. So this guy is gonna be for my cutting machines. I just want to set down a whole lot of them and just get them going because cutting machines is starting to be a bottleneck. But I was waiting on a bunch of stuff to craft earlier, and then I got busy with work, so everything's crafted now. Like I didn't have any of the energy hatches or anything I wanted crafted for this. It appears they all are now. If I type in UHV energy, yeah, I got 32 energy hatches and all that stuff. So I'll be good to go tomorrow to finish setting this up. The other thing I want to set up and what this building is going to be is I'm going to set up a second mega EBF, and I'm going to put 2 Niquata reactors to it and throw a 256 amp laser hatch UHV one on it and just see whether that is substantially faster than these guys over here, because it's honestly starting to drive me nuts how long it takes for ingots to craft. So that's something I need to fix. But the absolute first thing I need to do is craft more gelid cryolithium bees, because I am out of gelid cryolithium. It's not keeping up anymore, and that's important because we use this specifically to help power the base. We should have a backlog. If I hop down here, we'll see how dire the situation is. We hop down into my main power. Over here. Depleted. We're good on separation. That is not good. We're not keeping up on Mark III fuel. Ooh, how close are we to... Okay, I need to address that, figure out what's wrong there. And liquid air, we're fine. That should be full. I had to double check that. There's no reason we should be out of liquid air. Liquid air. And only 2 million left for gelid. So, a couple things to check on and address, basically. Also, where did that go? There we go. That's fixed. Anywho, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Some cracks starting to show now that I'm using a lot more power. Just need to address those, and then so my goal tomorrow will be to kind of fix all those issues and then set up the mothership. And if I end up whether or not I have a video tomorrow will mainly depend on if I end up having enough time to do that and do stuff with the mothership and get it set up. If not, it might be till Friday till I do my next one, but we will see. Also, yeah, but yeah, I won't have any time for the rest of the night to finish it. So yeah, I appreciate you for watching. Sorry if it was kind of rambly. We said some big steps here. The shuttle and the mothership is pretty sweet. Now we just gotta put them to use and keep going onwards and upwards. So yeah, I hope you have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.